Do you hear crickets? What you need is the clearest, boldest statement to convey what they need. Here's the truth: tasks don't sell, transformations do. Today, we're answering the question: how do I explain the value of my service to clients? And so, what we're going to talk about is the answer, and that is niche by service and transformation. And it's all coming from this week's blog, From Stuck to Six Figures: The Power of Niching Down. Now, if you want to follow along as we go through the blog portion about that, go to shaycannon.com/niche. That's NICHE. That's shaycannon.com/niche. Again, NICHE. All right. So we're about to go to the blog, but first I want to give our in studio audience a heads up on this question and their chat GPT prompt. So I'm going to put that in the chat for them because it's some homework, y'all. So yeah, go ahead and get started if you would like before we get to the strategies. uh Today we got 15 strategies that we're going to be showing off to help you with this part, because I know that this is something that a lot of you struggle with. So what we're talking about this week: from stuck to six figures, the power of niching down. Okay, the power of niching down. So if you don't know, when you are the clearest that you can be, and when you get people laser focused on just the things they need, not too many choices, not too many details, what happens is they can make a buying decision quicker, and your business grows quicker, and your money, your revenue flows in quicker. That's what we call momentum. So I think that this topic is very important because I tell you to niche down all the time. We talk about being super niche, but no, I don't think anybody's out here teaching you exactly how to niche. Okay. It's too important for you not to know how. So that's what we're doing this week. On yesterday, part one was about niching by expertise. What are you going to call yourself as a title? When you say your name and you say who you are as a title, what are you going to say that is niche down enough that people will understand exactly who you are and exactly what you do? Okay, so we talked about that yesterday. I gave you 10 strategies to niche down your title. I even gave you a chat GPT prompt and an example link of how I used the prompt and got all of these different things that I could pull from to create it for me. Okay, now today we're going into the second strategy for part two, and it is niche by service and transformation. So we're answering the question: how do I explain the value of my service to clients? The answer is niche by service and transformation. Another impactful way to niche is by centering on the service you provide and the transformation it delivers. At its core, this approach is about clarity, okay? Making it unmistakably obvious what your business does and the tangible results clients can expect. When your niche is tied directly to a service and its outcome, it removes the guesswork for potential clients and positions your offer as a direct solution to their pressing problems. This kind of focus not only strengthens your brand message, but also makes it easier for clients to see the value in choosing you over a competitor. By aligning your niche with the transformation you create, you ensure your business growth is fueled by results that matter, giving you both direction and momentum towards consistent revenue. Okay? Now, here on the morning show, I give you more. If as if that wasn't good stuff by itself, I give you more. Now, when I'm talking about niching your service and your transformation, there is a little bit of homework involved in that. But basically, what I'm talking about is, now that you know how to introduce yourself as the person, now we need to introduce what you do as a service provider. Okay. And so put it together. And what we're doing is we're creating this clarity statement. I don't call it an elevator pitch. That's what a lot of people call it. I call it a clarity statement because a lot of y'all's elevator pitches, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no clarity in it. I'm still trying to guess who you said you were, let alone this creative stuff you didn't said about what you do. So clarity statement is what I prefer. So that's what I will be calling it. And so I have 10, actually 15 strategies to niche by service and transformation for a clarity statement that will give you momentum and business growth. Okay. 15. And I'm going to give you an example for each one. All right. Let's go to it. Number one, in your clarity statement, you can highlight the after picture first. So you can start with the transformation instead of the task or the service. This makes your offer about results, not the work. So an example of that could be, I help entrepreneurs go from overwhelmed with tech to confidently running simple systems that save hours weekly. Ooh, that's clear. I know exactly who that's for. I know exactly what you're going to do to me, do for me, and I need that right now. Okay? Number two, define the transformation in one bold phrase. So you're going to distill the end result into one strong, simple outcome that resonates emotionally. Okay. So, example, I help women entrepreneurs create businesses that feel profitable and peaceful. Okay, that's a bold statement because what we understand is as hard as we working in these businesses, if we are profitable, we don't feel peaceful at all. Okay, so keep that in mind. Number three, frame the journey as from to. Okay, so clarify the contrast between where clients are right now and where they'll be after working with you, after investing in your service. So, example, I take service providers from chasing inconsistent clients to running a steady, booked out calendar. Okay, from to. Number four, tie outcomes to time savings or revenue gains. So make your transformation measurable in terms of money, time, or efficiency. Example, I help coaches save 10 hours a week by streamlining their content creation. All right. Number five, connect the transformation to the big picture of growth. So show how your service impacts revenue, lifestyle, or long-term success. For example, I help solopreneurs build systems that free them up to focus on scaling to six figures. Okay. Number six, state the core service without jargon. We've talked about that before. Stop using the practitioner, professional words for stuff. Use the words that they use. Okay, they as in your ideal clients. So use simple, clear language so anyone instantly gets what you do. Example, I build websites that bring in clients, not just sit online. That was so clear. Okay. Number seven, elevate emotional impact alongside results. That emotional thing is really needed. We need to always use emotional language because what we understand about buying in the philosophy of sales is people make buying an emotional thing. So anytime we can sprinkle emotion in there, we're superpowering whatever it is we're sprinkling on it. So elevate emotional impact alongside results. That is, clients aren't just buying results, they're buying how those results make them feel. Okay. Example, I help freelancers create financial stability so they finally feel secure about leaving their 9 to 5. Okay. Number eight, position the service as a solution, not a task or something to do. So focus on solving a core problem instead of listing what you do to solve it. Okay. So, for example, I don't just design resumes, I help professionals land jobs they're excited about. Okay. Cool beans. Number 9, keep it short, clear, and repeatable. Keep in mind, this is a script you have to say. This is a script they have to remember. So if you can't deliver it in under 20 seconds, it's too long. Yeah. Gone are the days where you got a minute, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. You probably got about 20. And you got to be hard headed and clear. Okay. So, example, I help busy moms start online businesses that fit their lifestyle. Quick, easy, concise, clear. All right. Number 10, infuse a signature style or secret sauce. Add your unique method or approach so you can stand out in a crowded field. But again, don't be cute, be clear. So, example, I use my content to clients method, very clear, okay, to help service providers turn posts into paying clients. Cool beans. Number 11, demonstrate tangible results with metrics. Whenever possible, point to real measurable outcomes. For example, I help coaches double their sales calls booked in just 90 days. Okay? 90 days. So we're giving it a metric. Okay? Number 12, showcase transformation through client stories. So you can anchor your service in real examples of lives or businesses that you've changed. So, for example, after working with me, a client went from no leads to 25 paying clients in 3 months. That's your clarity statement. This it tells me what I it tells you what I do. It tells you I get results all in the same statement. Okay. Um, Number 13, brand your process as a unique method. Okay. Again, the unique method should not be creative and cute. It should be clear. So give your approach a name so it feels proprietary and memorable, but be clear. Example, I got entrepreneurs through my freedom framework to build profitable, low stress businesses. Freedom framework, very clear. Okay. Number 14, attach tangible outcomes to lifestyle upgrades. So, show how results directly improve their everyday life. This is a great one for Dr. LaFera. So, example, I help consultants cut their work weeks in half so they can spend more time with their families, right? So that goes straight to the lifestyle they want. You know, Dr. LaFera is out here helping people with all kind of diseases have more energy and live a more vibrant life. If she taps into that lifestyle upgrade, that would be perfect. Number 15, position the service as an investment, not an expense. Okay, we shouldn't even be talking about price. We should be saying your investment is. We shouldn't say fee, cost. Your investment is. Okay, then you could turn around and call the transformation your return on investment. But frame your clarity statement so clients see the return on investment, not cost, or the ROI, return on investment. So, for example, I help entrepreneurs create marketing systems that pay for themselves in new client revenue. Okay. So, what you do is the systems, right? And then the return on investment is those systems are going to pay for themselves. All right. Cool beans. That's all 15 strategies. Now, the question of the day, and I don't know, Keith, if you're going to want to come off the mic or put it in the chat. If you put it in the chat, then I'll start with Dr. LaFera. But the question of the day is, give me your newly niched clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where clients, your ideal clients, will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain it. Okay? So that's your question for the day. That's your, well, it's not really a question, but that's your homework that we're going to go around and I want it from you. Now, I do have a chat GPT prompt and I have an example. The studio people already have it. They've probably been working on it since I began talking about the blog, and I knew it was going to take a little more time, and that's fine. Okay. You guys that are over there in YouTube land, you will get it in the show notes. So I hope you're signed up for them. But I'm also going to show you the example. So, hey, you'll still get to catch the prompt on the screen if you're not signed up for the show notes. All right, so Keith said he's going to put his answer in the chat. So we'll start with Dr. LaFera. But first, I'm going to give you a recap of the 15 without all the extra, okay? Number 1, highlight the after picture first. Number 2, define the transformation in one bold phrase. Number 3, frame the journey as from to. Number 4, tie outcomes to time savings or revenue gains. Number 5, connect the transformation to the big picture growth. Number 6, state the core service without all that professional industry jargon. Number 7, elevate emotional impact alongside the results. Number 8, position the service as a solution, not a task or not something that you do. Number 9, keep it short, clear, and repeatable. Again, you have to remember it and people have to remember it in association with you. Number 10, infuse a signature style or secret sauce. Number 11, demonstrate tangible results with metrics. Number 12, showcase transformation through client stories. Number 13, brand your process as a unique method. Number 14, attach tangible outcomes to lifestyle upgrades. Last but not least, number 15, position the service as an investment, not an expense. All right. So you got 15 strategies today. To help you with use those 15 strategies. You can combine some. The goal is not for you to use all 15. You can combine a couple to come up with a clarity statement, but don't be trying to combine them all. But you can use all of them to come up with different ones and then decide what you like best or decide what you want to mix and match. All right. So we are going to start with Dr. LaFera. So I can't even see. Okay, here we go. Give me your newly niche clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where ideal clients will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain it.
Oh, that's the statement. I thought you were gonna ask me which one. Okay. So what I've been using lately is I help women over 40 move from exhausted to vibrant and energized using the food focus reset method.
Mhm.
That helped me reverse 2 autoimmune diseases. That's what I've been using. Um, and that would take number 3 that you mentioned from blank to blank, and
Mhm.
guess number 10, the methodology, which is my food focus reset. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay, so I would say after you use the prompt and it gives you a list, say,
Mm-hmm.
how about this? Put in there what you said, right? And see what it says about it based
Mm-hmm.
on you taught it, with the list. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that definitely needs to be more concise.
Mm-hmm.
And you got extra words in there that don't have to be in there. Because
Mm-hmm.
where you say women, you make it seem like it's any woman. That's an opportunity for you to go ahead and niche it down to, women with chronic illness.
Well, I
So that
say
people
women over 40.
I understand women over 40 with chronic illnesses, though. It ain't just for any woman over 40. You see, you're
Okay.
missing the opportunity to niche so I can immediately self identify that you're talking to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool
I
beans. So
mean,
let it
yeah,
let
I'll
it help
just,
you a little more
yeah.
and play with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll
Cool
work
beans.
on that. I thought that was too many words, but yeah, okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Let Chat GPT help you to make it fewer words because you saying you think it's too many words, but at the end you said with chronic illnesses. So that could have went
Mm-hmm.
up there with the person you was describing in the other words. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, got it.
All right, cool beans. Let's go to Cheryl. Cheryl, give me your newly niche clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where ideal clients will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain it.
That's a good one because I'm working on that now. But anyway, I help newly published authors. Actually, I help published authors
Okay.
excuse me, I help published authors increase sales and status by becoming best-selling authors.
Okay.
Still got to play with it, but
Yeah,
that's off the
because I
cuff.
feel like it could be hard or hidden because
Yeah, yeah,
what you help them get, what I was looking to hear from you that I thought was gonna make it perfect with no changes is, something around the language of you help publish authors to become best selling, become bestsellers
yeah.
and extend their revenue into 7 different streams, something like that. Because you
Mhm,
say that all the time, and that is so
mhm,
hard hidden when you say it. So I feel like you got to
mhm.
infuse that because that's what's
Okay,
going to make it a return on investment. Too many of
okay.
us don't know how to honor or use the value of being a bestseller. It seems like in our industry, everybody's a bestseller, right? And
Mhm,
we don't see them making no more money because they are a bestseller. So I feel like
mhm,
you got to put that in there for it to be more hard hitting.
mhm. Thank
So
you.
keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. All right, let's go to Heather. Heather, give me your newly niche clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where ideal clients will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain
Yeah,
it.
because I feel like we worked a lot on this when I was in Mexico with you, and I feel like it was like it's already really strong. And so it's I help women entrepreneurs and female executives grow their businesses and or personal brands by writing books about their zones of genius,
Okay.
right?
So I like that. I think what is missing is a sprinkle of return on investment, which is,
Yeah,
when
I
they
get.
become that, what benefits do they get to reap because they become that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so so using the prompts,
Mm-hmm.
um it's I help entrepreneurs publish the book that makes them the go-to authority in their industry. Um, After working with me, my clients stop being the best kept secret and start being the booked out expert, which I don't know, I can't really back that up with receipts right now.
Yeah.
Um,
So I like the first part, right? Read that first part again.
I help entrepreneurs publish the book that makes them the go-to authority in their industry.
Okay. And then what I would put after that is something along the lines of positioning them to increase their revenue through credibility.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
play with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool beans. Let's go to Dr. Tachi. Dr. Tachi, give me your newly niche clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where ideal clients will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain it. If you're talking to us, you're muted.
No, I was trying to unmute. Sorry.
No problem.
So mine is I help creatives and business owners make better videos and live streams that convert
Okay. Convert what?
to basically to cash.
Okay. So you see how you got to put that return on investment?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I would put on there. And so play with that to make it a little more compelling. It's definitely clear. It's just not strong and compelling. So just play to make that particular statement when you put the convert to what in there. Yeah. Put that in there. And play with the words a little more.
Okay.
Cool beans. Let's go to Shawana Kennedy Media, Petty Betty. Give me your newly niche clarity statement based heavily on the transformation where ideal clients will know exactly what you can do for them without you having to explain it.
Okay. I position CEOs to step fully into visibility leadership, scaling their business, growing their revenue, and reclaiming freedom outside the office.
I liked it until you got to that last part.
Well, because I can add the what I normally say is to be seen, be heard, and known for their brilliance.
No, I liked everything. Just cut off that last part about freedom outside the office. Everybody don't even work in the office, and you help
True.
mostly online people who are remote anyway. So
This is
I say
true.
drop that, and I like it.
Okay.
It's hard
Okay.
hitting. It's bold. You can put it back in there, that exact verbiage, and see if you can get some bolder words. But I
Hmm.
like it as long as you don't have that last part on it.
Got you.
Cool beans. I love this for y'all. Keith, you still working? Cause it still say chat. So I'm still waiting on Keith's. But let me just tell y'all how on tomorrow. Okay, Keith, I see you. On tomorrow, we're going to get into how to actually talk about niching down to the ideal client. Some of y'all are still kind of broad with these ideal clients, right? And there are some words you can be using to niche down so that people immediately their ears perk up and be like, that's me, right? So Dr. LaFera had some great detail in there, women over 40. But if she adds in that with chronic illnesses and she start then talking about energy, those are the people that need energy and understand the value of energy the most, not just the everyday woman over 40, right? That damn Heather go out there walking 17 million miles a day every day. She don't need you to help her with energy as much as the lady who's so sick she don't know if she gonna get out of bed today. She just wants to have normal energy. She not even asking for an abundant amount of energy. She just wanna be able to handle things as a normal person with a normal amount of energy. So that's what super niching down can do. It makes people raise their hand, ears perk up, and say, "Oh, she is talking to me. What's she saying? She can help me with what? Because she's talking to me, right?" So that's the power of that. Keith said, "I help pastors who feel invisible build nonprofit brands that get noticed, respected, and supported." Entrepreneurial pastors, pastorpreneurs. All right. So I would definitely run that through, Keith, because you need some more hard hitting ROIs at the end. Like they definitely want to be noticed. They definitely want to be respected and they definitely want to be supported. But more than likely, they want more money coming to their church so they can be more impactful. You see what I'm saying? So if you said something like increase investments into their mission to be more impactful and help more in the community, something like that, that might be harder hitting than what you have. So play with that a little more so we can get some harder hitting returns on investment, y'all. So let me explain something to y'all. There are things that people invest in that are I would like to have or that sounds good to have. We call those vitamins. Okay. And then there are things that people invest in that they gotta have to continue on. Okay. We call those painkillers. So what you want to have is a painkiller because people that are in pain, they invest in what's going to kill that pain and they invest in it quicker. There's less convincing when you're using the right words. People who have vitamins, they might buy them, they might not. They might take them, they might not. They're not in any hurry to take a vitamin. A vitamin ain't out here curing cancer. It ain't out here curing, all of these things that bring about an immediate pain. A vitamin is, I would like to have, a good to have. That means I can ignore you when you're talking about it. That's why we have to have harder hitting language so that not only do they self identify and understand we're talking to them, but we're telling them that what we're going to help you to invest in is something that has you in pain. Okay. And your return on investment is going to be us killing that pain for you so that you can live the life that you want. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're using these mild words that I can easily ignore. We don't want the mild words. Remember, we said bolder and clear. Bold. Okay. So dig into that pain. This is why you have to know your ideal client and their pain points, their negative impact, their emotions around it, so that you can then mirror those words back to them in the boldest way to catch their attention so that they understand you are the choice to help them out of that pain. All right. Um, so yeah, tomorrow we're gonna talk about ideal clients. Now, so far, we're talking about, y'all already know the riches is in the niches. Y'all know that, right? So what we're doing is I'm teaching you 4 different ways this week to actually niche down in ways that's gonna bring those riches to you, but bring them to you quicker through momentum. Okay. So part 1 was on yesterday. We talked about niching by expertise, which helped you to get your marketplace title or whatever price, whatever title you're going to use, niche down and be highly recognizable. Okay. Today we talked about niching by service and transformation so that we can get the rest of this clarity statement together so that we can give the bold message to the person we definitely want to attract. Does anybody have any questions about either your title or the beginnings of this clarity statement as far as niching down to start to create this momentum so we can stop confusing folks? Because immediately people that understand exactly what you're talking about, those people immediately understand that you're talking to them and that you can help them. Now, I promised, while y'all are thinking of questions, I promised the live audience I was going to show them this prompt in action, and then I forgot. So let me just share that. Okay, so the prompt is the service I provide is, enter that with the blank, to do whatever, right? You're going to enter that stuff. The result and transformation clients will get are, and then you're going to enter that, okay? And then you're going to say, where is the second part? Sorry about that, y'all. I can't see it. Then you're gonna talk about how you get them that transformation. So it's like through doing whatever. Then you say, however, use the following list of 15 strategies to give me 5 recommendations for clear but highly compelling and attractive clarity statements / elevator pitch that I could use for each of the 15 strategies. Okay, and I listed the strategies. You get the 15 strategies from the show notes. Okay, so for the first one, it gave me a list of some good stuff, the highlight, the after picture. The second one, define the transformation with bold phrases, gave me some of those. All right. The frame from the journey from to, got some good ones for that. Okay. The outcomes to save time and or revenue gains, gave me 5. 5 for that one, 5 for that one. So it gave me 5 for all 15. All right. Now, you can very easily pick all the ones that you like and then piece them together. Like use the front part of this one, the middle of this one, and the end of that one to make it more impactful and more bold. So again, if you want that prompt, it will be in the show notes. But I just kind of told you what the prompt is. The service I provide is inserted. And then you say da 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 da. You know what? Where's the prompt on the thing? Here we go. So the prompt is the service I provide is insert the blank. The end result or transformation client will get are, you put that in there, through, and you tell them how you're going to get the results. And then you say, however, use the following list to give me 5 recommendations for a clear but highly compelling and attractive clarity statement / elevated pitch that I can use for each of the, it should say 15 strategies. Okay. And then you're going to insert the 15 strategies. All right. Cool beans. I hope that that was helpful. So anybody have any questions, any value adds or any aha moments about your title or about the beginnings of your clarity statement? Come off the mic if you do. Or any value. What you got, Cheryl?
I keep a list of words that have what they say action verbs, action word. Well, verbs are action, but action words that tie into the transformation, the target audience, and what I provide so that I can choose from these words and put them together and know that they have impact. And I've started teaching that to my clients because once we get that inside of us, the type, how can I say it, that whole pattern, then we start to think in that pattern, and it makes it a lot easier to come up with those clarity statements.
Most definitely. I love that. Also, you guys can start keeping a list of what you're hearing clients say. What words are they using when they're describing their pain? And you can use those words too. I like that. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Anybody else? Question, value add, or aha moments? All right. Well, what's happening in our free business mastermind this week is Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're having our fuck up night virtual happy hour. This is usually only for the paid group, but we allow the free group to come in on the last half of that session. Your job is to bring what's fucking up in your business so we can fix it over drinks. All right. On Friday, it's another get shit done work session. Again, usually only for the paid membership, but we allow the free group to come in on the last half of a couple of these every month. So that is going to be Friday. This has been the Her First Six Figure Morning Show, which is an interactive coaching and training experience as part of our free business mastermind group that positions Black and Brown female online service-based entrepreneurs to generate your first 6 figures by learning how to make the money and create time freedom. If you want more information about me, your host, Shay Cannon, plus links to resources like how to join the free business mastermind group, how to get the 10 strategies in the show notes from today or recent past shows, it's in the description below. All right. If you haven't already, we gave you a lot of good information today. So make sure you give us a thumbs up and like this episode. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss a thing. And understand that today's video is going to be one out of a 4-part series. So check out the other videos. And with that, the studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, everyone.